Welcome to round 7, the San Marino Grand Prix of the Ultimate F1 series. So, yeah, our first changes in R&D have happened, but green flag, we start in P19, ahead of Sargent with Stroll and Albon ahead of us. But the biggest changes are McLaren is now the top of the R&D charts, Williams is now at the bottom, and yeah, that's basically all I really have to say about it, as of now. Follow up of that, but we are already down to P20 after we send a dive that doesn't really work, but we are going to quickly re-overtake Stroll and Sargent. And if I sound a bit different or not as enthusiastic, I'm sick, I don't feel good, so yeah, mind that. But Stroll, Sargent, Tsunoda up the road. We are going to make an overtake on all of them right here and settle in P17 for a little bit. Later on lap 3 though, we catch Bottas and Ocon. Actually, that was lap 3, we were on lap 2 and we are ahead of them, but we run this corner a little wide, letting Bottas by, but we hold off Ocon for P16. We run Bottas down and make the overtake, but it's not actually successful. But we are going to get past Bottas, Alonso, and Perez are up the road. We're side by side with Alonso. We make the pass. Bottas is side by side with us. He makes the pass again and is actually going to hold us off until lap 7, where we make a mistake and let Sargent by. So now we're down to P16, but then we are in actually stay behind Sargent until lap 9, where we are able to actually re-overtake him on lap 10 here in P15, and we're going to settle in here until lap 11, where we run it wide, let Alonso by us. There was pits, so we're up to P14, but then we run it wide again, and we're down to P15. Ocon and Alonso have re-overtaken us, Guan Yu behind us, but he's already pit, so we're going to need to come down now for fresh softs. Come out in P18 behind Tsunoda, but he has not pit yet. We re-overtake him, but we get a penalty, so we're behind him again, but then we will finally overtake him and push him into the grass, allowing Stroll to make the pass. And on lap 12, we settle P17. Then, on lap 15, we are up to P15 now, because more pitters. Ocon is going to re-overtake us, and this battle's actually going to go into the final lap. So, I'll be commentating the battle against Ocon, one of the longest lasting battles, probably actually the longest lasting battle until the end. So, lap 16. We pass Ocon. We are side by side. He goes in the grass, but he has like a lap or two extra tires than us, so he's got the advantage, but he re-overtakes us. We are side by side. We're not going to be able to get him there because the outside is just not the place to be. We try and make the move here on lap 16, and coming to lap 17, we will be ahead of Ocon. But of course that's not going to last, because like I said, this is the longest lasting battle. So, keeping a safe distance, we are probably going to run it wide here, knowing me. Yep, we ran it wide. Ocon gets back to us, and he is right behind us right there in lap 17, P15, ahead of Ocon. He keeps trying to push, keeps trying to get ahead of us. But coming on a lap 18, we have the spot on Ocon, as a very intense battle rises here between me and Ocon. Lap 18, we are still ahead of him, but we're going to run it wide probably again on this corner, knowing me, and we do run it wide. Ocon gets by close to us, but Verstappen is your leader. The comeback for Red Bull, they're trying to show that they are still the boss of Formula 1, as he's side by side with Ocon. We have a bit of a distance. We kind of have a horrible corner there. Verstappen, we're almost 3 wide, trying to hold off race leader, with Ocon also still there, fighting with us. Verstappen's able to get by, and we are shoved into the grass, and Ocon is going to pull away from us with Verstappen, but we are not going to let that slide, so we make the push back up to Ocon. We have now caught his rear end and are going to take we go to the outside. Horrible move, but the crossover kind of works there, as we are now ahead of Ocon on lap 22 to go. Verstappen, your leader, looks like he's going to be able to pull away to a race win, as we are still fighting with Ocon. He's now up to our rear end, as the leaders are going to be finishing here as we come to the final lap. Sainz, Ocon behind us, Russell back there as well. Max Verstappen is going to finally win a race in Formula 1 in 2024. As we, on the last lap, Ocon behind us, Sainz gets second, third was Russell, fourth was Norris, fifth was Piastri. I actually thought the finishing order was different, but I forgot that they had already finished. So, we push Ocon in the grass, but we get a penalty. We're able to block Ocon. There's about 5-6 of us all right here, and it's just a two-car battle right now because they've already finished. And if they didn't finish, the finish corner would be a lot different. But final corner, we run Sainz off the road, block Ocon. So it looked like Piastri got second, but he actually didn't. And we got P15 beating out Ocon in the end. Verstappen, Sainz, Russell, your top three. We barely beat out Ocon there, and Tsunoda gets last. So, Piastri and Norris were your top two in qualifying, with Verstappen, Russell, Sainz, Hamilton, Perez, Leclerc, Magnussen, Alonso, your top 10. And then you see us down in P19. And then for the results, it was Verstappen, Sainz, Russell, Norris, Piastri, Gasly, Leclerc, Hulkenberg, Albon, Perez, your top 10. Albon actually cracks the top 10. Magnussen, Hamilton, Guan Yu, Bottas down, Ocon, Alonso, Sargent, Stroll, Tsunoda. And then in the points, Sainz has 102, Verstappen 101, and Piastri 100. Piastri finally gets overtaken in the standings. Then it's 86 for Norris, Russell, Hamilton, Guan Yu, Leclerc, Perez, Alonso, your top 10. I can't believe it's that close for the standings right now. I don't know who's going to win the championship just yet. We really thought it was going to be Piastri just pulling away, but no. Sargent's still in the back. Stroll, Tsunoda, only ones who haven't scored because Albon scored. And then we see McLaren with 186, Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, all tight there, 145, 141, 140, and then, yeah, the rest of the field. So, Max Verstappen wins it at San Marino, with Carlos Sainz picking up another great finish in second place, and George Russell picking up another podium in third place for Mercedes. So, congratulations to Max Verstappen on winning his 55th career race win, and his first ever Ultimate F1 race win at round 7 in San Marino. I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you on round 8.